How's everybody doing? It's Hank back with another Two Birds and a Third short discussion. Before I begin, I would like to announce that the Two Birds and a Third football podcast will be having our weekday podcast tonight, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. If these are good times for you, come check us out. We'll be live streaming here on YouTube. We'll be discussing sports topics that have been going on during the week. So check us out, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. I will be leaving a link to our Twitter and Facebook pages, on the screen right now and in the description. All right, so now to the short discussion. This video will not be calling out anyone in particular, maybe just one person. Now, I'm at work, right, and I get an update on my phone saying that Brandon Graham is unhappy with his contract and will be holding out for minicamp, or during the whole part of minicamp, mandatory minicamps. So I'm looking at that and I'm like, well, it's possible that this is happening because he is currently the best defensive end on this team. He's not being paid like he is the best defensive end on this team. That would belong to Vinny Curry, who has not performed to his contract. So there's a possibility that Brandon Graham is not happy with the contract that he was given. So I do more research and I see that the tweet was originally sent out by Jeff McLane, right? And I don't really know how good or bad of a reporter he is. I think he's a beat writer, but you look up that stuff and you see that, I mean, yeah, a guy's putting it out. There's a good possibility that this is a substantial story, that this is a correct story. But I go and I do more research, and I especially go straight to Brandon Graham's own personal Twitter page, where there's a tweet by Jason LaConfora that reads, "Reports of Brandon Graham's contract dispute are unsubstantial. Am told he's with his family in Detroit and eager for the season to start." So you read that and you're thinking, well, obviously this is just a rumor. Obviously, they saw that he was going up to be with his family, and they thought to himself, well, maybe Brandon Graham's holding out because he's from Michigan. He went to the University of Michigan and all that good stuff. Now, I'm not going to call anyone out in particular because I believe that people are allowed to make mistakes. People who come out with information that is wrong are allowed to basically, wait to see if it's true, wait to see if it's false, and then, if they're right, you can gloat about it, but if you're wrong, you can eat crow about it. I don't come out with misinformation partially because it's not a good thing to come out with misinformation. I'd rather wait and see how a story develops, see from the horse's mouth to see if this holdout is actually taking place. And if that happens, I will proceed accordingly. Okay? It ruins the credibility of a person if you do things like come out with misinformation. Now again, Brandon Graham retweeted from La Confora that he is with his family and he is not holding out. The Philadelphia Eagles organization hasn't come out saying that they're in contract talks with Brandon Graham. I mean, it said that he was going to hold out during mandatory minicamps. Let me just tell you something. Minicamps is such a small part of the off season. That's like you threatening to your parents that you're not going to go to school until 9 a.m. when school starts at 8:30. So this leads me to conclude that there is no issue, okay? And if there becomes an issue, myself and my podcast will bring it up. But right now, I don't see an issue. I don't see a problem with the situation that's going on right now. Okay? So, I mean, again, I don't do rumors like that. If there's an actual story and there's an actual, there's actual depth to this rumor, then I'm going to bring it up. But otherwise, no, I'm not going to bring it up. So this is Hank with Two Birds and a Third Football Podcast. This is a short discussion. I will be back within the week with more content. And remember to join myself, Ricky, DJ, and Josh for our podcast later tonight. Hope everyone has a nice day. Peace.